What's poppin'? I'm back. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button and subscribe to that bell. Type done in the comment section once you do those things, please. All right, man. So we had some price appreciation based on the news, the crazy bullish news we've been hearing. Some people decided, you know what? I don't want to wait until things come out. I'll rather increase my position now. I can't blame these guys because that's what I would have done. And I'm no guru at this, but from my journey that I've shown you guys online, you can kind of see, you know, how to pop off at certain things. And one thing that I've been trying to showcase is buying the dip, buying low, hodling, and getting in stuff early. All right. I'm not going to wait until the price goes up to start buying. I did that all last year and the year before that, and I'm not doing it. And I'm especially not going to keep doing that on camera. It just looks silly. But you do have to practice some of those things I just mentioned because it's easier said than done. It's easy to sell at the bottom and buy at the top. That's easy. It takes discipline to buy low and anticipation for a reversal. But that's how the pros do it, right? Or am I tripping? All right. So many content creators have mentioned that you're going to see volatility. So don't let a few cents rise and a few cents decrease discourage you. Because what we do know is utility is way different than speculation. What do I mean by that? When the utility is out and people can actually interact with that, especially based on how this utility is meant to, interact with, in my opinion, that's where we're going to see some price appreciation. In my opinion. So, as you guys can see, we still have, or not still, we still have not sold that drip because I know there's some people watering at the mouth just at the thought of not selling this drip or the thought of selling this drip. They can't look at this and not go crazy. So you know what they do? They'll try to send me a dumb email or they'll try to send me some phishing type of email because they can't handle looking at the screen and they want a piece. But they just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we're using to start our second wallet, and we're going to be participating with drip, drop, draw. All right. So, of course, 75% is going to go towards the faucet, and 24% is going to go towards the jackpot. And then 1% is going towards marketing. I understand that. So I know, by the time the new drip UI and the drip layer 2 and drip drop draw comes out, we may have 4,000 drip, but maybe only 3,000 is going to go in. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because the chance of making life-changing gains is worth taking that risk for me. All right. So yeah, man. And Forex is also talking about another DApp, and I got this from Ray, but also I got this from the Telegram. I think Ray went in more detail about because I didn't know it was going to be a new DApp. I thought it was. It's kind of like duh. What do you think it was going to be? I kind of thought it was going to be something integrated on what we already have, whether it be like a section of the animal farm or something. But with V3, we understand that the drip BUSD pool isn't going to be integrated how it was in V2, if at all. So I'm thinking, based on what Ray said in his recent AMA, or his recent live, Forex is creating a whole new DApp. So it's just like, whoa, okay. where we're going to be utilizing drip and BUSD. I'm not sure if it's going to be staked in a way where you can't just remove that liquidity to get something else, and then in turn earn a BUSD div. Um, and that's going to add more use case. And I'm not sure if it's attractive enough for people to lock up their funds, but I'm sure, if we got a strong enough incentive or utility, people will do it. If not, we can just keep everything how it was on the animal farm, as far as you can unpair and then sell whenever you see fit. I'm down with that too. But I was thinking of an idea where we can either, pair the BUSD and drip together for another token in the pursuit of earning a BUSD div, some type of burn situation, like, something where it doesn't keep that sell pressure high for drip. Because if drip is appreciating from DDD and other utility projects, this is going to provide more utility. But people might say, you know what, let me unpair and sell, whereas we wouldn't have had that option to do so if we didn't create the new DApp. So a lot of us are thinking about ways where it's not going to add, additional sell pressure once we start seeing this price appreciation. So we got some things, coming down the pipe. And I would recommend you guys stay ready for these things, so you're not scrambling at the last minute. And as you guys can see, I got my Twitter on the bottom left. You can follow me on Twitter. I want to start branching out. I'm still gonna get that Telegram together. I just got to be mentally ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Because once I make it, I'm gonna have to be up in there. And I just joined like 4 other Telegrams, and it's hard to budget your time on every Telegram. It's real hard to do that. But yeah, I'm trying to get my small community together, because as things start progressing, I want to kind of shift in a direction that I'm more attracted to, and that is play to earn gaming, and that's just gaming in general. That was my main reason of, instead of just buying and holding Ethereum and XRP and stuff like that, it was my main reason of wanting to create a channel and really dive deep when it comes to smart contracts and things of that nature. Because if not, I would have just been a guy on the sideline, buying and hodling different currencies. That's what I was doing before I decided to start participating in decentralized applications and smart contracts and DeFi games, and that's what brought me here. So that's my main focus. Everything else was just things I wanted to learn in between. So minor projects, return on investment projects, nodes, back when the DAO things were popping a couple years ago. So which a lot of those were scams, you know what I'm saying? But people still participated in the meantime because it was something new and the opportunity to make life-changing money. But yeah, so once things start moving in that direction, that's what I'm going to be focused more on. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be prepared. So what do I think is going to happen? I think once Drip Drop Draw comes out, there's several different segments of investors. We got, and this is excluding fudsters and people who aren't going to participate anyway. They just want to see stuff fail for a variety of emotional reasons. But this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's going to be a segment of people who just maxed their first account, or maybe they just maxed their second, and they're allocating, just like what I'm doing right now. It's just you don't see these guys, or maybe you don't see enough of them. They're gonna have a bulk of drip and fresh capital ready. That's number one. Number two, there's gonna be people waiting on the sideline. They're just waiting for the utility to come out and to see a price appreciation. Those could be past YouTubers that used to talk about drip. Those could be people who mention drip, but they're not in it, but they just talk about it and they're in other things, but they got the capital ready in case something pops. Uh, uh, um, you know, we also have people that are in between that can benefit from winning one of these jackpots. Let's say you got 2,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 drip in your faucet as far as your deposits. We got those people that want to participate. Then we got all these micro people that may have 1,000, 400, 500 drip. They have everything to gain, because a lot of people. This is where the BUSD side comes in, because you're going to get a bonus tickets. Number one, if you lose, it's going to be sticking to your faucet. Number two, and then for number three, you don't have to withdraw or claim your drip just to participate. You could, but you're going to eat mad taxes in between that. So it's better off you got a smaller account. If you have the funds and you have the risk tolerance, which the risk is way lower than other opportunities out there, put 10 BNB at a time, every other day. That stuff adds up. Then we have whales, whether it be, people with 4 or 5 max accounts, people who left with max accounts and they've probably been selling their ass off, which I don't know how. To me, that's an emotional investment decision. No matter how mad I am, what's the point of having 4, 5, 6 max accounts and I'm just selling from all of them just to get out of the platform, when I could potentially make way more money just by waiting, by doing what's more logical. But men will be men at the end of the day, right? But you got whales that are also waiting for the utility to come out. And then we got the guys in the dial, the most mysterious group. Guys in the tier 1 dial who arguably has the capital to participate in high rates, because the average person doesn't have the capital to pay 300 reap, 300 reap to enter something. Like, in order for people to pay that, they have expendable income, and those guys are active, because if they actually needed the money, they would have sold their position. So obviously these guys ain't broke, and it's like 300 of these dudes. So when you add all these people together, to me that just tells me this is a recipe for a potential successful launch. And once things start, because you guys know, a lot of us been talking about momentum. Once things start bullish and you got 10% rolling over, what's going to stop it anytime soon? Not saying it's not going to stop forever, but we can have a run up. We can have our own run and drip with something just like that. So when you add this stuff together, and because somebody's going to say, yeah, you bugging, but tell me if I'm bugging in the comment section. And you got to tell me why. Don't say you bugging and run away. I hate when y'all do that. You got to tell me why I'm bugging. After everything I just laid out on why drip, drop, draw will be successful. You got to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to take a crazy amount of capital anyway to make that project attractive. Let's just say we didn't already had Ray and many others run the numbers. If we get 1% of this number, if we get 10% of this number, those numbers are extremely doable, in my opinion. And then once we get the rollover, and then remember, I just mentioned all these extra groups that will be adding fire to the fuel when it comes to those numbers, those potential outcomes based on probability and statistics. I really think this is going to be extremely successful starting, and once we get that momentum, it's just going to roll. So what's the point of giving up right at the finish line? What's the point of selling at wherever we're at, 29 cents? Unless you just, like, you gotta pay them bills or else. Like, that sounds like I gotta pay this or else. Like, So, moral of the story is, this is the reason why I think drip drop draw is going to be successful, and we only got what, 7 more days, 6 more days, 5 more days, and then we got Stunner. Uh, Allegedly he's hosting the launch on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, which is going to be the 1st of June, and then we still got Ray, because you guys know he does bullish live streams on Tuesday, showcasing what the guys in the Dow, can see or have seen as far as the website. So we're going to be seeing more of the website. Y'all know that's going to cause a little small run up there. And the closer we get to deployment time of these new things, the more bullish things are going to get. So once Monday come, y'all going to see the chat on Telegram go on fire again, like it usually does. I'm looking forward to this new DApp that Forex. So we got a lot of stuff coming. What if this new DApp just ends up being bullish? And then Ray talked about, I gotta rewatch it because I ain't gonna lie, man, I had like one eye open listening to the end of the voice chat. I had like one eye open on the live stream, man. But from what I remember, there's some type of integration for drip, airdrop, for AI drip, which is going to be another project, and it's going to be based on your account. So I'm looking forward to that too, because all these things are happening at once, and I don't see how we're going to be back down to 20 cent and looking at each other again, trying to figure out what we're going to do. I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But for all the L's that I've taken over the years, one thing is very, very consistent, and that is selling out of your position. That's basically what it is. Selling out of your position before things reversed, for whatever reason. So I'm glad that we have a community and an ecosystem that's as safe as it's probably going to get. You know what I'm saying? At least you got a base that you can run out in the world, do your thing, and then you still got a roof to lay your head under. And in my opinion, that's Dripping Animal Farm. So make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button. And make sure you guys subscribe to that bell. This is Icy, and I'll see you guys on the next video.